I wonder how long it's been since my brother and I began to see things other people can't see. My big brother, he was so sweet and kind. He was the only one I could open up to about these visions. After our mother died, he was my only family.
So this is Himuro Mansion.
My brother was in search of someone. Junsei Takamine, a famous novelist, and a man my brother was very indebted to, disappeared while researching a book. When he told me that he got a lead on Mr. Takamine's whereabouts, I felt uneasy, like he was going far away.
Was Mr. Takamine, so he did come here. captured a ghost with this camera. This camera has the power to expose things the normal eye can't see. I remember the incident from which I learned of its unique power to capture ghosts.
It's been 2 weeks since I last heard from my brother. But he left a note that led me to this place. I felt as though something was calling me here. Mafuyu. My brother was here. What is this place?
Research notes. September 12th, now there's another rope. And another rope. Something happened to my brother.
Himuro Mansion investigation. Himuro Mansion was once the home of a large landowner that controlled vast areas of land. They also say that the site held some special significance that had to do with the Shinto rituals of the region. I couldn't find any detailed books about the Shinto rituals though. The last master of the Himuro family line massacred his entire household. Later, another family that tried to live there disappeared. Because of incidents like these, nobody visits the mansion today, and it lies in ruins. Maybe that's why there aren't any accounts of the Shinto rituals, and why the exact location of the place isn't recorded anywhere. September 24th. I've had a bad feeling ever since I came to this mansion. I'm leaving notes in this notebook just in case anything happens to me. I got to find Mr. Takamine and the others fast. I hope it's not too late.
Always more ropes.
There was a report yesterday that a star novelist, Junsei Takamine, age 42, has been missing since the 8th of this month. Mr. Takamine's assistant, Tomo Hirasaka, and his editor, Koji Ogata, are also missing. Mr. Takamine last made a phone call to his publishers on September the 8th regarding his research trip and has not been heard from for 14 days. The publishers first assumed that the research was taking longer than expected, but since there was no calls from Mr. Ogata, they decided to file a missing persons report. Research notes. August 20th. Mr. Takamine needs some background material for his next work. There's a book about Himuro Mansion by a certain folklorist, and I'm supposed to look for it. A book about Shinto rituals and legends from every part of the country. Author Ryozo Munakata. August 22nd. I can't find the book, but I did some checking on the folklorist. I found out he moved into Himuro Mansion to do research on it, but after some certain event, he and his whole family disappeared. Couldn't find the book, but I found a news article from that period about it. It's a small missing persons story, but it might be helpful as background material. September 10th, 11 AM. Looks like the earthquake last month and the murders in that village have something to do with this Himuro Mansion. This stuff is probably all going into Mr. Takamine's next book. He really seems to be into this subject matter. His output rate should be good. September 10th, 4 PM. The entrance door is broken. When in the world did that happen? It won't open. I'll have to find out another way out. September 11th. I haven't been feeling well since 2 nights ago. Actually, it's more like ever since Tomo took my picture. What in the world does the rope in this photo mean, I wonder? Now there's another rope. And another rope. There you go. September 10th, 1:10 PM. There seem to be a few devices in this mansion that are engraved with old characters. When I asked Mr. Takamine about them, he said they correspond to numbers. I understand the first few. They're the old characters for the numbers 0 through 3, but I don't get the rest. They're characters that have the same readings as 4 through 9, but mean something different. I guess each one has a special meaning. I'll figure out the rest later. Black notebook scrap. Plot of my next work, Junsei Takamine. Okay. A series of murders in a country village. Dead bodies turn up one after another. Murders that resemble cruel Shinto rituals of legend in the area. The acts of a man sworn to revenge, and the strange correlation between those acts and the folklore. The man is gradually more and more influenced by the legends. The work will be the story of this man, proceeding in parallel with the tales of his local lore. Records of the past discovered after an earthquake. The story gradually blurs the boundary between the present and the past. July 24th. About Himuro Mansion. Himuro Mansion is known as the home of a large landowner that controlled this region, but they say it was originally the place a shrine was built for performing a certain Shinto ritual passed down through the generations. The people of that time kept the ritual a deep, dark secret. They were even forbidden to speak its name aloud. Today, almost no accounts of the ritual exist, aside from a smattering of folklore legends. A news clipping inside the notebook. There are news articles. The earthquake the other day destroyed all 5 mirrors, the holy mirrors, which were artifacts kept for centuries in the 5 shrines. These mirrors represent the five gods' protection over this region. It was commonly known for the Five Gods Festival held every 10 years. When all five mirrors gather in one shrine, the priests of the shrine hope that this isn't a bad omen.
News clippings. Late yesterday, a human body with no limbs was— what the fuck? No limbs? Was found in the Himuro Mountain, located in the southern region of the prefecture. The body's hands, feet, and head were all torn off. The police are investigating the case as both a murder and an— how the fuck is that an accident? The body has not been identified, but it is believed to be a man because he has a penis, around the age of 30. The police is also taking into consideration the fact that a body mutilated in the same manner was found in the same location 15 years ago.
That woman in a kimono is coming.
I found a tape recorder in the closet. That was not a tape recorder. Jesus Christ. An audio tape has been left inside a tape recorder. White tape 1.
September 9th, 5:40 p.m. The mansion was nowhere to be seen on the map, so we finally had to ask the locals how to find it. They told us that Himuro Mansion had been empty for several decades now. The same ones who told us where it was also warned us not to come here, which was quite disconcerting.
Where have you both gone?
It looks like a small mirror stand, but the mirror is missing. The drawer is locked.
The camera has begun to glow with a mystical power. The camera's seal.
There's something underneath the window. White tape 2.
September 9th, 9:40 p.m. It seemed dangerous to walk through the mountain at night, so we decided to spend the night here and continue our work. I've been through several rooms already. Unlike the exterior, the interior is still in quite good shape. A little earlier, I thought I saw a white, shadowy figure of a woman in the hallway near the entrance. I'll keep track of such sightings and publish them in a later account.
An old kimono hangs here. It's faded and dusty, but the red lining is still vivid. The window is tightly nailed shut. I can't open it. Oh, I can feel something coming from the mirror stand. I feel a powerful presence coming from near here.
Something shows in the photo. It looks like the lion mask near the sunken fireplace. The mirror has been removed from the mirror stand. The drawer is locked. It won't open. Red hand mirror. I found a red hand mirror inside an ornamental line mask. I got the red hand mirror.
Something here.
It's that person I just saw. The ropes.
Editor's photo. I can see the faint shadows of ropes on the man's neck, arms and legs. I got a small key from the drawer. Brass key. It looks old. Spirit stone. There's a black padlock on the door. Use the brass key. You mean the brown brass key? It unlocked. There's an old book written in charcoal ink on the shelf underneath the urn. Research scrap. Secret rituals of the Himuro Mansion family. Many rituals and customs have been passed down through generations of the Himuro family. Most of them are lost. The only things we have left now are some documents that record these rituals as a legend. Hardly any of the oral history remains. This is because all of Himuro family members are dead. Yeah, we got slaughtered, dude. And those who were close to the family have kept quiet about the ritual. One ritual in particular, performed on December 13th, what year, is shrouded in mystery. People who lived near the mansion stayed inside on that particular day, and even now it is considered bad luck to leave the windows open on that date. I can only assume that this is due to the cruel nature of the ritual, but the truth remains unknown.
There is an audio tape in front of the doll. Red tape 1, an audio tape with red label. Research.
September 10th, 10:20 a.m. We discovered some disturbing photos in a chest of drawers. Could these be the folklorist's children mentioned in Koji's notes? The photo is quite old and shows some kids playing tag. In the corner of the photo, there's a faint image of a young girl in a white kimono. Her finger is pointed this way, and her eyes look as if she's making some silent accusation.
There's an old Japanese doll here. Its kimono is all faded. Funny, no dust though. There are several pieces of paper. August 20th. It seems a folklorist named Ryozo Munakata was studying about the various rituals passed down at Himuro Mansion. He supposedly left a book of research, but I can't find it anywhere. I wonder if there's a copy in a library somewhere. August 30th. I still can't find the book. I'll have Koji Ogata from the editing department do a search for it. I doubt he'll be able to find it though.
My instincts told me not. There are rope marks on my body.
There are several pieces of paper on the floor. Looks like part of a notebook. Red notebook scrap. August 27th. The more I find out about Himuro Mansion, the creepier it gets. I'm sure it's the perfect subject matter for Mr. Takamine's next book, but to be perfectly honest, I don't like this assignment one bit. It gives me a bad feeling. There's no way I want to go to that mansion, but it's my job, right? I guess I'll have to go, and I wouldn't want to waste the chance to work with Mr. Takamine just because of a little bit of uneasiness either. It doesn't help I have this sixth sense for the supernatural either. There's such a thing as knowing too much sometimes. The same size as the first floor hallway mirror. What did the woman in the mirror mean?
Mafuyu. Wait.
there's a small piece of paper in the crevice. I think I can reach it. An old news article. On the night of the 3rd, the police received a report that 4 children failed to return home after 9 p.m. There is an old superstition in the surrounding villages about children being snatched away by ghosts, and some villagers indeed suspect that this is what has happened to the 4 kids. There's an old scroll among the fallen candles. Strangling ritual. On the 12th month. We're on the 11th month. 12th month. A maiden cut off from the outside world for 3,669 days shall be torn apart to provide power to the rope. September 11th, 6:30 a.m. I saw that woman in the white kimono again. She's trying to tell me something. She knows I have this special sense for ghostly things. The woman's name is Kiri. So it's Kiri, huh? I shouldn't get any closer than this. I don't want to get any closer. I'm scared. Some other place shows in the photo. I wonder if there's something there. Get a mysterious feeling from the door. Must be sealed by the talisman. There's an old scroll, 5 stones document. Give thanks to the 5 gods' protection. Place the stone representing the 5 mirrors in the correct location. Door is closed fast. Himuro family crest. It probably unlocks the door, but it's broken. There are several pieces of paper on the floor. Looks like part of a notebook. A black notebook scrap. September 13th. 9:30 a.m. We found Ogata's body. His head, hands, and feet were strangled off. What happened to him is just like the strange deaths that occurred here long ago. There was a photo of Ogata near him. In it, there was something that looked like ropes on his neck, arms, and legs. I wonder if it has anything to do with the rope shrine maidens in the legends around here, the girls that had ropes tied to their neck, arms, and legs too. Coincidence? September 13th, 12:10 p.m. Tomo is acting strangely. She's been mumbling nonsense all morning, something about ropes and mirrors. I can't blame her for going to pieces, though, after seeing what happened to Ogata. There are buttons with characters. This device must open the door. There's engravings underneath, but it's gouged. Can only read some. I can just barely make out the Shinto ritual, strangling, and held on the day of from the gouged out words. The strong ghostly sense has disappeared. I found a partly burnt piece of paper on the shelf. Looks like an old news article. A girl who has been missing for 3 days in the Himuro Mountain area and rumored to have been snatched away by ghosts has been found by a local man. She is fatigued, but in good health. The police plan to wait for her recovery and ask her about the other 3 children. The girl's parents have also been missing the day after her disappearance. The police is looking for a foster home for the girl. There's no... Oh, there's an old book. The disaster called the Calamity. Long ago, great tragedy struck this region. One legend calls this event the Calamity, but reveals no detail regarding the disaster which unfolded. A brief description of the event is as follows. The mirrors kept in the 5 shrines broke, and the dead returned from hell. I wonder what sort of disaster it must have been, because the passage can't be literal. More talisman, the force that was holding the door shut is gone. September 13th, 3 p.m. Tomo's condition is getting worse and worse. She can't stop shaking, and she keeps mumbling the same words over and over. I don't know if what's happening is anything supernatural or not, but in any case, I think we'd better leave as soon as possible. Tomo is in such bad shape, she can't even move. I guess I'll have to look for a way out of here myself. Even if we waited for help, I doubt anyone would ever come looking for us. Some other place shows in the photo. A stone monument stands here. Maybe it's some kind of tombstone?
heard about this place. A long time ago, there was a village here that disappeared during a festival, and people who get lost in the woods are called to the village. Do you think this is